Good morning. If you're here with me now or if you're joining in later, it is still morning in the world of Daily Sit as we begin the day whenever we choose to. We can begin the day at any time. And I often restart my day if I've gotten off or if my day has diverged into something I don't want it to be inside, I always start the day again. So here we have an auspicious beginning, and I chose that song, I'm Not Alone, because I think that we sometimes forget how connected we are to the earth and the elements and the directions and all those things that surround us. And today I pulled the sun, the warrior in this deck. It's called the warrior, but it is the sun card, and it is an auspicious and beautiful card from the major arcana, which really asks us to shine brightly with our own brightness, with our own shining, not shining in the way we're told to shine. In Western culture, there is something that is almost leaning towards toxic positivity, which says you have got to be happy. You have got to keep a stiff upper lip. You have got to show the world your smile. You have to shine. And in my work in the theater, and especially in Eastern Europe, they will call that an American smile. They call it oh, you've got the American smile. And the American smile is that kind of false, pasted on grin that we kind of learn from Disneyland and all our messaging that says we have to be happy, which is not the same as shining. That is not the same as shining with our own bright inner light, because we can shine through the tender heart of sadness, as Chogyam Trungpa Rinpoche called it, that sense of truly being in our own heart, which allows us to shine in a particular way that may not be seen by every person. It may not be that every person understands us or sees the way we shine. But if we shine authentically and deeply as ourselves, there will be people who see it. And meanwhile, we belong to ourselves, to the east, the west, the south, the north, to the earth, the air, the fire, the water. We belong. And this sense is to shine, not to burn, just to shine. So with that, we're going to activate the Lotus Mudra, which is the heart opening mudra, and just place it by your heart and feel that shining. Feel that's the palms and the thumbs and the pinkies connected in that wide open mudra of fingers spread wide, waking up our own beautiful heart. And then and you can relax that at any time. You can bring it back at any time. You can choose Anjali Mudra at any time. And for our breath work today, we're really going to work on that heart-centered breath. And you can imagine a bright sun or golden light glowing in your heart center. Or if you want to really be true to the chakras, then you would have a bright green light glowing at the heart center. I'm choosing today to place the sun, that image of the sun, into my heart, breathing into it and out of it, watching it kind of pulse and shine inward as well as outward. So that is really the main part of our messaging today, is the shining of the sun and the belonging to the world. We belong to ourselves and we belong to the world. So here we go. And the sound of the bell brings us in to the meditation. So we gently close our eyes. And as the sun shines bright in our hearts, we allow the darkness to come so that we know that the shining doesn't end when the eyes are closed, when the darkness is there. And that's true. To paraphrase Dr. King, that sense of shining, whether it's stars or the sun, is brightest and most noticeable when the darkness comes. So we allow the darkness to come and we allow the other senses to wake up, taste and smell and hearing and touch. So I'm going to actually ask us to embrace all these four senses: taste and smell and hearing and touch, by scanning the body from crown to toe, and also being aware of all the senses as we just take some time to wander through the body, exploring the senses of taste and smell and hearing and touch. We're going to wander and wonder through this body, through our inner experience, to ask, who am I today? How am I feeling today? What is true at this moment that may not have been true before? So I'm just going to give you a couple of moments to focus on all of your senses other than sight. Just a gentle interview of the self, awareness, acceptance, release, no judgment, just a gentle inventory. And we focus on ground, being aware of which parts of our body are connected to the closest place to the earth, whatever we're sitting upon. It may not be the actual earth, but it is connected to the earth. Perhaps feeling where we're sitting and then imagining the floor below that and the floor below that and the basement below that and the layers of earth below that, all the way down to the fiery core of our planet, which is also shining. And find your tailbone and your seat and feel those roots moving down into the earth, grounding us, sitting here easily in Mother Earth's gravitational hug, just resting here on the earth. And from the seat, the spine grows up, low back, mid back, upper back, neck. Shoulders are far from the ears and far from each other, making space for that spine to rise up as it's grounded to the earth. So we are rooted and we are also reaching heavenwards. The front body resting back towards the back body. Releasing the belly towards the spine, the ribs towards the spine, the heart towards the spine, the chin towards the neck. Jaw is released. Muscles behind the eyes are released. Everything in the front body is completely released as the back body rises and grounds. And we turn our attention now to breath. Just watching for a few moments the breath flowing in and releasing out, noticing the small pause between breaths. Just watching the breath filling us and then emptying and then waiting and then repeating. We also are not alone because we always have our breath, which brings the world in and lets the world go over and over again. And keeping the senses alive, we delve into focus on breath, focusing on that heart center, placing with the muscle of our imagination a bright sun in the heart center, in the middle of our chest. And it can be any color. I choose gold. You can choose green or red or any color that you want, that you need today. And we're just going to watch as the breath comes in, the sun brighten in the heart center. And then allow the breath to leave. Deepening the breath for about 3 very deep breaths. Increasing the glow. And you can utilize this tool whenever the mind wanders away too far from the breath. And just call it back gently with this sun breath. Envisioning the sun, the warrior, the beautiful strength inside, and the shining spirit of our souls, unique and bright, as we sit alone and together, just one breath at a time. As we reach the midpoint of our sit, let's cycle some deeper breaths in, releasing anything that might be holding. If thoughts have risen up, we can just let them go at this point. Breathing deeply in through the nose, maybe sighing breath out through the mouth. Just releasing those breaths. Deepening the rest and relaxation. Allowing that sun to shine through the heart. If you want to take the lotus mudra at the heart to increase that sense of shining and glowing and spreading outward. Or the Anjali mudra, prayer position at the chest, just gently pressing the thumbs into the heart center. Just to increase that awareness of the heart center and the shining heart inside. And after those deep breaths and that reconnection to the heart center, we're just going to let go. Using whatever tool you would like to call the mind back to the breath when she wanders too far away from us into the future or into the past. Just staying gently in present tense, one breath at a time.
Even this bag of pre-washed spinach isn't really clean.
Just a few minutes with the produce cleaner and this is what came off.
The last few minutes of our sit, just taking a gentle scan through the senses, through the body, connecting to that heart center once more, deepening the breath, releasing any tension that's there, letting go of the jaw, of the fingers, and feeling all around us the four directions, the four elements of earth, air, fire, and water. Feeling that sense of not being alone because we are surrounded by the world and we are filled with the energy and beauty of our own shining hearts. And God is willing. We hear the bell gently in the background, which invites us to close the period of time of darkness and open the eyes and allow the light in and add that sense to all the other senses, allowing the world to shine in as our heart shines out. And we can carry this shining throughout the day, always coming back to breath whenever we need it, always closing the eyes whenever the sight overwhelms our senses, staying connected to ourselves and knowing the world loves us and we are loved. Have a beautiful day.
We are embraced by arms that find us, even when we are hidden from ourselves. We are touched by fingers that soothe us, even when we are too proud for soothing. We are counseled by voices that guide us, even when we are too embittered to hear. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are loved, loved, loved by unending love and unending love. We are supported by hands that uplift us, even in the midst of a fall. We are urged on by eyes that meet us, even when we are too weak